Well, first things first, congratulations to Coach Rittman and the entire softball team, ACC champs. Getting hot, got hot at the right time, and fun to watch. So we were all watching the semifinal game yesterday in the rain, and the comeback down seven? Is that what it was? And then close nail biter game today, but pulled it off. Awesome. Love the it's one really cool thing about this athletic department is all the coaches are close, and we're all in a group chat. So it's just, before I came up here, the group chat was just exploding with with what softball did today, and lacrosse with a first win in the NCAA tournament, and just all amazing stuff. So obviously we had a tough day, but a lot of other sports are doing really good things right now, and we're still getting out of our funk. And it's not smooth, not perfect. It's not going to be a straight line, and we obviously we struck out 15 times offensively. We gave them 14 free passes, and they had 8 runners reach base with 2 outs in their 10-run inning, which we just can't do that. Can't do that. Playing a good team like Duke, can't do it against a bad team. Can't do it against anyone, and especially when you're playing a good team like Duke. So I really thought that inning was just a complete meltdown, and we'll need to correct that. We'll need to play well. We just need to get back to playing good, and be a little bit tougher out there, compete a little bit tougher, play a little bit, just more competitively. And we're not that bad that we strike out 15 times and give up 14 free passes. So we just need to keep coaching them, and get on them when we get on them, and stay positive when we stay positive, and just fight our way through it. But we'd love to see this team come out with an edge tomorrow and play their best game of the weekend tomorrow.
Questions for Coach?
You talked about last Tuesday about raising the level of compete after the Coastal game. Have you been happy with that the past 2 games?
Well, at times, yeah. Had a few big innings. We've had 4 big innings in the last 2 games where we're stringing quality at bats together, and that's when it's very evident. But it's the other times where it's absent, where we have maybe a 1-2-3 inning where it's just weak contact in hitters counts, or chasing out of the zone, or whatever. It looks like we're in between an approach, and we're late on the fastball and early on the off speed, and then on the flip side, on the mound, just big misses, misfires, not attacking, nibbling. Those things just aren't. That's not who we are, and it's not how we want to be. So we just got to get back to the things that that make us us, and that's when we are not only playing hard and competing hard, but it looks like the guys are having the time of their lives out there, having a ton of fun, playing mentally free. You just can't play this game with the tight ass. You just can't. And I just see us there's just times lately that we're just too clenched up. And you're not going to clinch championships and awesome things in sport when you play clenched. It's just a big difference between those 2 words, even though they sound the same. So we'll get it, though. We're just gonna fight our way through it, and we're gonna get hot. We're gonna get hot. We're gonna make our run. It's gonna be awesome. It'll be epic. But this is part of our journey. This is part of our story. So we didn't come here for some of it. We want all of it. But in order to get all of it, you got to be playing well at the right time, and we're going to need to start playing better.
You mentioned some of the strikeouts. I think you guys lead the ACC in that category. How can you, reduce that number? I know it's part of the game, but reducing that number moving forward with the double-digit strikeout performances.
Yeah, plate decisions is one of our KPIs for offense, and you know, it's swinging and strikes, it's taking balls. So just with less than 2 strikes, we believe there are 2 counts in baseball. There's less than 2 strikes and there's 2 strikes. And with less than 2 strikes, we are only swinging at pitches that we can smash. And with 2 strikes, we're going to battle. And we're going to battle to put the barrel on the ball. Gritty, not pretty, doesn't matter how. It's no longer your at-bat, it's the team at-bat. And the team needs you to put the barrel on the ball and fight to move the baseball. With less than 2 strikes, it's your at-bat. You've got to, you know, get your swing off, do some damage. And, you know, when we're not doing a good job with those 2 counts, that's when we're missing those pitches that we should be, or we're expanding the zone too big and swinging out of the zone instead of shrinking the zone with less than 2 strikes. You know, we're getting into 2 strike counts too quickly, and then if we expand the zone with 2 strikes, sometimes you do have to adjust to whatever the umpire says the strike zone is that day, but that's not our problem. Our problem is sometimes we're taking pitches for strikes because we're guessing, or we're chasing and not holding the zone. So it's just, we just got to simplify the approach. Smash and battle. Less than 2, smash. 2 strikes, battle. And we'll do it. We'll get back to it. We've got good players. We've got good players. We've got good hitting coaches. We've got great coaches. We've got great players. You know, we'll just got to fight our way through it. So yeah, we may lead the ACC in strikeouts, but we typically score a lot of runs too, and it's a run-scoring offense. And we also have a lot of walks. You know, how many teams have over 300 walks in the country already in the regular season? I mean, that's 300 walks. Over 300 walks is a lot. So we do. We see a lot of pitches. We make pitchers work. We get their pitch counts up. Sometimes strikeouts come with that. And we're okay with some strikeouts, but 15 is too many.
Is there any common theme to all the free passes today?
Hit ball 4. Yeah, I mean, that was a common theme. Hit by pitch. Yeah, it just looked like a lot of spray. And nobody's gonna blame the weather because the other team has to pitch in the weather too. You know, you can't worry about the uncontrollables. Uncontrollables are umpires and weather and whatever, and so just got to go out there and trust what you got that day and compete with what you got and be on the attack, and whatever happens, happens. If that's not good enough, it's not good enough, but you got to believe that what you got is good enough, and compete with it to the best of your ability.
A day later, you still expect Karras back soon?
Not tomorrow. I think he's out for the weekend, and we'll hope to get him meds and treatment, and get with the trainer and medical staff and get him ready for Pittsburgh. Yeah, he was still a little gingerly walking around. Just a lot better today than yesterday, but probably not good enough to be game ready tomorrow.
Notice you shift the lineup today prior to game 1. I guess what we kind of looking forward doing, putting Crichton up higher in the lineup and dropping some other guys down.
Yeah, just Crichton does a really good job against left-handed pitching. So just wanted to get him up there, and since JP's come back, he's feeling for it, trying to find his rhythm again. So to be able to get him a little more comfortable down in the order. Josh Pano's been having some pretty competitive at bats. So you could see the trend line on him has been getting better. So get him up more towards the top, and just really trying to create an offense that is a good team offense that is a run-scoring offense. And so I think those guys would probably tell you that the order doesn't really matter. It's the same guys as yesterday as today, and scored 9 yesterday, scored 10 today. I mean, we're doing what we need to do from a run production standpoint. But it's just, you think, wow, well, what could we have scored today if we didn't punch out 15 times? If we put the ball in play, maybe on half of those.
Anything else for Coach? right, thank you, Coach.